I got to ask you this too before we get out of here. 10 years probation or 2 years in jail?
10 years probation.
I'm seeing a lot of people say 2 years in
I'm gonna tell you
jail.
why. 2 years in prison, you might not get out. You might got kill a nigga in there. You might get killed in there. Nigga, if I get in trouble, fuck it, I got one more chance. I'm gonna just walk this shit off. Try to. If I get booked, fuck it. But to go to jail today, because we go to jail for 2 years, you're gonna lose everything you got. Unless you got 10 million or some shit like that, you're gonna lose everything in 2 years. You know what I mean? Or you're gonna lose mostly everything. I mean, unless you got a business that's sustaining stuff while you're going. Man, I'm not going to jail for no years if I can get probation. Niggas saying that because they just saying it. You know what I mean? Nigga, I took a deal for 3 to 6 years only because they were trying to give me 7.5 to 15. All right, give me 3 to 6. I'm not going to take a risk with this shit, but nigga, 10 years probation, run it. Nigga, stop getting in trouble. I tried not to get in trouble.
Exactly.
Because you go to jail, you might not get out of jail. You know what I mean? Niggas went to jail for 5 years and got life in jail, killing niggas in jail. They never talk about that shit, but it's a real thing that happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I said, man, fuck going to jail for any years if I can get probation.
Yeah, because this is Texas rapper. He has 30 days to decide what he want to do. And I posted on the internet. Majority of people are saying do the 2 years because if you violate, you got to go sit down the rest.
Man, don't violate. Unless you know you live in the type of life. Now, let me take it back. If you live in that type of life, you out here doing shit all the time, you take the 2 years. But if you feel like you can't, I mean, because 10 years is long as shit on probation. But 2 years long as shit in prison. You know what I mean? You in prison, but you in there every day.
I'm taking probation all day. I'm not sitting in the cell with another man.
If you don't got
niggas got to watch me wash my. I'm not doing that. And probation is going to force me to walk in a straight line.
Yeah. And sometimes when you got probation, when you get in trouble, you don't got to do the whole 10 years. You might have to do like a little year or something or whatever. But you don't necessarily have to do 10. Being on probation means you got to live a tighter life. I was on probation for fucking 11 years.
Damn, you did 11 years probation?
I locked up on that shit like 10 times, bro. I was going to jail, like violating that shit so much. But I got my probation plus time. Yeah, I got motherfucking 2 to 4 and some fucking 7 years 11 to 23 county parole and 9 years probation. So
what
like
was your last year probation? Your last year, what year was
my
it?
last year I was on parole. I got off parole in 2019. I ain't been on nothing in 6 years. Nothing.
How much did you have to pay a month?
Well, I was paying Philly, but I had to pay $16,000 in Delaware County. They just wanted $16,000. In Philly, I was paying $50 a week.
$50 a week?
Yeah.
Okay, so in Pennsylvania, it's weekly. It's not monthly.
It was weekly. Well, I had to pay weekly. You know, everybody got a different situation. I got booked in Delaware County, so I owed them. I'm on probation out there technically, but I'm in Philly, so they gave me I had to check in with Philly, and Philly said I had to pay them $50 just for what they call it, for just overseeing me. So some nut shit. You know how they just want to get money. So I ended up paying like shit, like 20-something thousand because I got a drug case, and part of my plea deal was I had to pay a certain amount of money. You know what I mean? So that's how that shit went. You know what I mean? But yeah, I had to pay motherfucking Delaware County $16,000. Are you not getting off?
So how were you violating? I know you don't do drugs, right?
Well, not this last time I was in prison. I ain't violated at all.
I'm talking about when you were on parole.
I was getting books, selling drugs, shootings, having cocaine, guns, all the dumb shit you could do.
And they kept letting you out?
Yeah, I kept beating that shit. Good lawyer. I might sit for a year or something fighting it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, beating that shit. Then they trying to get me to tell on people. They try to get me to tell on my man Snoop. They booked me for that. I wouldn't tell. I sat for like maybe 7 months for that shit. Like I was just, but I always looked at it like God was saving me from something.
But what are you doing getting in shootings? You don't seem like, I ain't saying you a pussy or anything, but you seem like a guy who be around women and fly shit.
When I was younger. I'm talking about back when I was younger. When I was younger, I used to be outside selling drugs. So like somebody might got to shoot a nigga. Nigga shot shoot you. Like, nigga shot me. The person that shot me was my man. Me and my man shot each other. It was like a lot of shit like that. But my thing is nobody never got locked up for it, right? And it's so crazy. I was making more money then than I was ever in my life, but I was so unhappy. I was unhappy as shit, bro. I was like, man, this money don't mean nothing. I can't do shit. I can't go nowhere. I can't, everywhere I go, I got to switch cars, all this dumb shit, right? So it wasn't worth it for me, but like I was getting locked up, I was on probation and that shit. I was living the only life I knew. I ain't know no other life. I ain't know no life about being in a house and no life I knew was outside, trapping and doing dumb shit. You know what I mean?